Hello, I'm Rhonda Kelly. Welcome to my live. Coming to you at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the 2nd of July. So, happy end of financial year or start of the new financial year. I hope everyone is well. So, this is another short little live just to let you know what I'm doing. As the title suggests, I'm heading north. I'm heading up towards Queensland and the Gold Coast. And just to let you know, hi Jason, how you going? Likewise. Okay, let me just put my website going across. As you know, I've got a brand new website, rhondakelly.com. Look for me, look for the photo of me. If it's not, there's no photo of me. If there's photos of someone else or there's photos of butterflies or fairies, it's not me. So just be mindful of that. Please be careful of any similar name websites and businesses because that's not me. You always see my photo. You know who I am, what I do. You see me around Australia. I do psychic fairs. I think I do about 30 a year. I probably should sit down and count them all, but and that's what I do. Hi Robert, how you going? Likewise, thank you. So guys, as you know, I've got a sort of subscription membership model, so I'm no longer doing free readings. It's a $10 payment to PayPal, and you'll see the link to my PayPal account if you want a reading. And what I'm also doing is teaching a psychic development class. So I've been doing that since April, so it's going well, and I'm enjoying teaching. I do teach a lot, and I give readings, and I do presentations when I go to events. So that's something that I'm sort of drawn to do lately. I don't know why, but you'll be seeing more of me doing presentations and platform and things like that. Exciting news, I have got the platform in Sydney coming again this year. So that's the charity platform I did with Ben Graham and Florence Mann. Sorry, oh my God, Florence King and Ben Graham. That's I don't know why I got Florence's name. Yeah, so that's the platform I'm doing. So that's we're planning for that in October, the week after the October Mind Body Spirit Festival. That's what we're planning to do. Just confirming the date. Because I stuffed up. I've got the Sydney thing, and then I've got a concert ticket in Melbourne on the Thursday night. So I've got to go back up to Sydney if we're doing that. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. So that's basically my website going across. If you don't know who I am, that's me, Rhonda Kelly, International Clairvoyant Psychic Medium. And if you get any messages or you're not sure if something's me, you can't see my photo, that's my phone number, so you can actually call that number. And my Calendly, this is my Calendly link as well. So what I'm doing now is because I was spending a lot of time actually talking to people and booking appointments. Now I've got it more automated. So it's calendly.com /Psychic Rhonda Kelly. That's my booking link if you'd like to book with me. And I've got 20, 40 or 60-minute readings available. I also have events, I have bookings for the events that I'm attending. So, for example, I tend to, I just do readings between sort of 8:30 to 5 business days, and that's via phone or WhatsApp or Zoom. So, if you really want to see me, you can do that as well. But that's how I do my readings, and it's booked through the booking link. And if you select the day and you go to book, then and I'm not available, it's because I'm busy. I'm probably doing a reading. So, you're welcome to contact me. But if you ask for a time that's not shown, chances are won't be free. So I've had some phone calls with that as well, saying, "Hey, I want to book you at 2:00 Thursday, and I've got a booking." So book it the following week if that's what you really want. Just to let you know what I've got coming up. So I'm currently still in Victoria, but I am heading up heading north this week. So on Sunday, the 7th of July, I'm at Brunswick Town Hall in Melbourne, which is a beautiful building. I'm there for the Healthy Body and Soul Festival. That's run by Susan. She's absolutely beautiful. I don't believe I did it last year, but I did it the year before. So I really enjoy that festival. It's a beautiful building, and it's just nice to be somewhere that's got a lot of history and is really rich. Hi, Lynn, how are you going? So that's actually from I believe that's 10 till 4. So I'm there doing that, and I'm giving a presentation at 11 to 11:30. And that's a bit of sort of intuition, psychic development, and some audience readings as well. So it's only a half-hour reading, but a half-hour talk, but I'm just going to be doing a bit of everything as well. So how is everyone? Jason, Robert, Lynn, how you going? Looks like we've got some other people watching too. Let me know where you're watching from. I know where some of you are watching from. Yeah, so that's what I've got coming up this Sunday, and I'm going to be in Melbourne on Monday and Tuesday morning as well. I'm going to be yeah, I do travel a lot. Yeah, so I'm going to be in Melbourne the Monday or Sunday night, Monday and Tuesday morning. So if you're doing a reading sort of then I might be available. So I'm around the Brunswick area. I'm not going to tell you my address where I'm staying, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I do actually oh good, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, Jason, I do enjoy the traveling. I guess I'll do it until I don't. um, and my husband can work remotely, so as long as we're traveling on a weekend and not disrupting his work, he comes with me. Sometimes I go and do them myself. So last month I did Canberra and Adelaide, and I just did them myself because he had a lot going on for work. Yeah, so for the most part, it works out really well for both of us. And I am selective about the events I do. Just over the years, I've worked out what suits and what doesn't suit. But yeah, I sort of that's what I do. So that's what I've got Sunday. I've got the Brunswick Town Hall. Then the following Sunday on the 14th of July, I'm on the Central Coast. So that's obviously about an hour north of Sydney. If you don't know where that is, or if you don't know where it is, you probably won't be there. But I'm at Lambeth Bennett's Psychic and Alternate Fair at the Mingara Club. So that's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 14th of July. And I'm really excited to be going back to that event because I haven't actually been there for years. I don't think I've been there since COVID. So when was COVID? Yeah, I think it's literally about 4 years since I've been to that event because they did have about 5 a year, I believe, and then now I believe they've got 3 a year, and I'm busy at events at the other two. So July is the only one I can go to, and by the time I realised last year it was too late to book, so I'm doing it this year. So I'm really excited about that. So that's at the Mingara Club on the 14th of July, and that's 10 till 4. I'm in the area that's not the main room, but it's as you go up the stairs. So I'm in a good spot. And similarly, in the lecture theatre near where I am, where my stand is, I'm giving a talk at 2 p.m. And that's much the same thing. It's intuitive psychic development, and it's also doing some audience readings as well. That will actually be more readings, actually more audience readings. So I do platform mediumship. I connect with the audience, bring through past loved ones. That's what I did at the recent MBS in Melbourne. But I also do sort of a bit of psychic readings as well. So whatever I'm drawn to. So if you have a loved one comes through and they say, quit your job, there's something better around the corner, or buy that house, or if your loved ones give you readings, then obviously connect to that, and I pass on the message. But sometimes there's a psychic component to that as well. So I do platform psychic and mediumship readings. So that's where I'm going to be. So Melbourne, Brunswick this Sunday. Next Sunday, the Central Coast at Mingara Club. Then I'm going to be in Port Macquarie for a little while. So if anyone is in Port Macquarie, or if you know people in Port Macquarie, you can let them know that I'm available for readings there. Um, I'm there for about 10 days, so that's in between. Basically, that's what I'm doing in Port Macquarie. So I'm there like the 16th to the 24th. That's not 10 days, is it? Yeah, something like or 8 days, something like that. I'm going to be there at Port Macquarie. So if anyone's available, if anyone would like a reading, an in-person reading, I can do that then. I'm not actually. Hi, Malvina, how you going? So I'm not actually doing any events or anything in Port Macquarie. We're just there for a holiday because don't know if you know, but I did some locum work as a solicitor there about probably about 12 years. No, 12, not 12 years ago. Probably about 8 years ago. So I did that, and I had a month contract, and that got renewed and renewed again and renewed again. So I was there for about 3 or 4 months. So that was amazing, and it's really like heaven on earth. Like you can go for walks and along the beaches and go for a swim. Might be too cold, unfortunately, but I'll see how we go. Hello, Andrew. How you going? Hi, Robert. Hi, Malvina. Yes, very well, but busy. Oh, that's good to hear, Robert. But I hope you're well as well. And Andrew, I hope you're well as well. So in case you don't know, guys, I'm doing now a subscription membership model where I teach psychic development. I teach a class once a month. It's in a private Facebook group. I set up a Facebook page, but realized it wasn't private, so I've deleted all the content with that, so people don't see it. But basically, for subscribers, they're the only ones invited to the group, and I do a class once a month. So if you're interested in psychic development, it's $20 a month, or $100 for 6 months, or $200 for the year. So that's the rate I'm charging. And for that reason, I'm no longer doing free readings during my lives, but it's a $10 payment if you'd like a reading, or if you wanted to subscribe. And I do 2 lives a month. I do the first Tuesday at 6 p.m., which is tonight, and then I do the fourth Thursday at 10 a.m. And I find that I'm just doing that because to see how it goes with American viewers and overseas viewers, because I have been getting bookings from American clients lately. I'm on another American platform. I was on a different one as well, but I'm no longer on that. So I'm just on one at the moment. And I'm also on Psychic TV Australia. So I'm still on a couple of platforms, but I'm just doing that for the American audiences. Yeah, so that's what I'm at. I'm in Melbourne, Brunswick this Sunday, then Central Coast next Sunday, then Port Macquarie for 8, 9, 10 days in between. I can't remember the exact dates. And then I'm going to be in the Gold Coast. I'm hosting a psychic cruise on Friday, the 26th of July at 3 p.m. And if you're following me on Facebook, that's the little event page. Can't really see. Yeah, but that's the event page for the psychic cruise. And that's a lot of fun. It's $99 per person. It's a 2-hour cruise with commentary, entertainment. I provide afternoon tea. I do individual psychic readings, and I also do a group discussion and platform sign-up kind of thing. And I also, I basically keep the numbers small so that I've got time to do readings and actually have a talk to people as well. But that's really good. And I also do. If anyone on the Gold Coast, or anyone's going to visit the Gold Coast and they'd like a set cruise, as in a cruise just for themselves. So I'm doing one of those on Saturday in July. But if anyone would like something like that, there might be a birthday or an event or hen's night or something like that, so during the day. I don't provide alcohol. I can cater it, but I don't provide alcohol. But if that's something you want to do, you can bring that yourself. But I take it's kind of like a psychic party, but it's on a cruise. So that's something I do on the Gold Coast. Beautiful. Okay, Malvina, did you have a question? So Robert's you went to Supernova. Beautiful. Yeah, what's the difference, Robert, between Supernova and Comic Con? Because I didn't go to it. um, at the Mind Body Spirit Festival. So it was recently in June. In Was it May? No, I'm just trying to remember which. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure which MBS it is, but there's two a year. I believe there's. It might even be the Brisbane one, and either Sydney or Melbourne, but the MBS is on at the same time as Comic Con. So you actually see people that are dressed up and all that, which is kind of cool. Hi, Jocelyn, how you going? All right, so I'm doing just a question for a subscriber. So question, Malvina, do you see my husband and I ever moving back to Queensland? And if so, do you see a region we will move to? Okay, yes, I do, but not right now. Um, and it's weird. Sometimes when I tune into the time frame, I go blank. As in, it's not the right time to decide on the time. Yeah, it doesn't feel the right time. I don't feel you'll go back to the same place in Queensland. It doesn't feel coastal, but it doesn't feel inland. I mean, Queensland's a big, really big state, but I'm feeling like it'll be. I'm seeing avocado trees, and I feel like it'll be sort of like in the hinterland. So somewhere you could, drive to the coast, or you could drive to Brisbane. But I don't feel like it would be too busy. Like it's kind of like it's peace and quiet, but you can actually get to places. That's what I'm getting. Um, but I also feel like there's pockets. I don't know, Malvina, whether there's and obviously, I mean, I've lived in Queensland as well. I've lived in Brisbane, um, and stayed. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I've got goosebumps with that. Around there though, um, I mean, I spend a lot of time in the Gold Coast. I do my psychic cruises, but I do other things when I'm there as well. Um, and if anyone is looking at my Google business page, it's Rhonda Kelly's readings in Ashmore, so Ashmore. So that's on the Gold Coast, and I set that up when I was there just because I was spending so much time there. So um, that's probably a bit confusing because I spend a lot of time between Sydney and Melbourne as well. But I do have that Queensland element. Um, and what I'm getting for you, Malvina, I feel like the take home message is it's so don't rush or don't sort of force the decision if it's not flowing because it's not the right time to decide. But what I'm also getting is don't be too ego driven or set against certain places because there might be like say if you go to Mount Tambourine but you don't like the suburb next to it, don't discount looking around just because you don't like pockets of it is what I'm getting. I know that probably sounds a bit convoluted, but I just feel keep your options open. Actually, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. Um, okay, thank you, Robert. So you went to Supernova and you believe that Supernova is bigger. Yeah, I don't actually know. I mean, is one sort of like Marvel, one Pixel, or one not Pixel? What's the other one? Yeah, I don't know. I should yeah, beautiful. Thank you. That's good. I'm happy that you get it. That's the main thing. Um yeah, I'm not sure. Um I did something really, really blonde. I brought some dowsing sticks. I've actually brought some really cool things lately. I've brought some runes and I brought some dowsing sticks. So they're pretty cool. You basically hold them and it's like a pendulum, like it swings. Um, but I brought them from China because they were cheaper for the material that I wanted. Um, and I thought, oh, that'll be good. It'll come with an instruction book. Well, instruction book's in Chinese, so I can't read it. So if you know anyone, I speak a little bit of Cantonese. When I lived in England, I went out with a British Chinese guy and learnt Cantonese a little bit. Very rusty now. I can tell the difference if someone is speaking Mandarin or Cantonese, but I'd probably be too embarrassed to try to speak. Um, But if you know anyone that can translate a book for me, please let me know. Yeah, that's what I got. Has anyone used anything like this before? Dowsing sticks as a pendulum type thing. So this is otherwise this is a pendulum. So a pendulum is something that you hold. Oh, I don't know about that. That was a long time ago because I'm writing my book. I'm really excited about writing my book. It's just therapeutic, or cathartic, just writing things. But also I'm incorporating, fun stories I've had with travel. For example, there was one night in Scotland, I did a hop on, hop off little bus tour, and I didn't know all these people, but we all stayed in this massive castle that was a youth hostel. It's no longer a youth hostel. And then we decided to go to the pub because that's what you do when you're in your 20s and you've just made lots of new friends on the bus. Went to this pub and we literally walked about 6-7 minutes away. Came back from the pub to go back to the castle. We missed the castle. Like, I don't know whether we're that drunk or what, but we walked past the castle and this is absolutely massive. And it's got sort of like white statues all lit up and that sort of thing. So it's quite funny that we missed the castle. And then we ended up walking down a road and by the time we were walking back, we realised what we'd done as we're sobering up and it was getting colder. It was starting to get daylight and we could see the castle. We just couldn't believe that we'd walked past it. But the stories like that I'm writing in my book, just funny travel things. Alrighty. So Comic-Con is mainly in exhibition hall. Okay. Yeah. So where's Supernova? Is that at the showgrounds or something? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's basically what I want to say. So I have given my reading to my subscriber watching. I haven't had any other questions. Oh, this Olympic Park. Yeah, beautiful. Malvina, just a question for you. When I ask if you have any questions for my lives, do you prefer, I believe I started a chat as well. Would you prefer that I post it or in the group or in the chat? That's okay. I'll just wait for that. Yeah, so that's basically what I want to say. Got the Brunswick Town Hall this Sunday, 10 to 4. Then Mingara Recreation Club on the Central Coast. So Melbourne this weekend, Central Coast next weekend from 10 till 4. Okay, beautiful. Don't mind. Thanks, Malvina. And then Port Macquarie for just over a week in between. And then I'll be doing a psychic cruise on the 26th of July at 3 to 5 p.m. on the Gold Coast. So, yeah, beautiful. Okay. So that's basically, and I'm talking about the Messenger chat group. Or do you mean the Messenger chat group or the WhatsApp chat group? Okay, just having a private conversation with Malvina. Oh, and also to let you know, I've had a while ago, I've had permission from the Psychic TV director to post videos as well from Psychic TV. So I'm gradually sort of doing that. Facebook's okay, beautiful. Thank you, Malvina. So just keep an eye on my YouTube channel, Rhonda Kelly Psychic Medium. So I've changed all of my social media to basically say my name, Rhonda Kelly. And like I said at the start, if you see something from a group of Rhonda something and you don't see a photo of me, then it's not me. I always have my photo and make it clear who I am, what I do. You know me from psychic fairs. You see me around Australia. Go and obviously went to New Zealand this year. I'm doing another country later in the year. Combining that as a working holiday, but I'll keep you posted about that and also the events coming up. But with June and July, I've got obviously some things coming up, and then I've got a bit more of a break, August, September as well. All right, but thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my live. It'll be the 4th Tuesday of the month at 10 a.m, and then the following Tuesday at 6 p.m, the first week of the month. But thank you. Bye.